Hello, fellow quarantiners. Times are a little bit different right now because of this coronavirus epidemic going on around the world, and I figured I'd take all this time that I have at home to show you guys something different that I haven't shown before, and that's me cutting my own hair, which I usually do in my bathroom when I have time, and it comes out pretty good. I mean, I like it to the point where I don't really let anyone else cut my hair. So without further ado, I have all my tools nearby so I could quickly grab things and put them back as I need. And right here I have an adjustable pair of clippers, and I'm just going to start this haircut off by closing them all the way and creating a bald baseline all the way around the entire perimeter of my head. Now for this next part of the haircut, I'm going to be using an electric fold shaver, and this is going to pick up all the little stubble hairs left behind by my clipper. Now if you don't have one of these at home, it's perfectly fine. You can still do the haircut without it, or you can use a pair of liner clippers to cut the little hairs left behind, because they do cut closer than your main clippers. But this is just an extra step that I like to do because it helps my haircut last a couple days longer. Right now I'm just brushing down all of my hair that I'll be cutting so everything feeds nice and evenly into my clippers. And to start, I'll be using the number 1 guard with the lever all the way open to cut off all of this extra bulk of hair that I won't be using in this haircut. After, I'll follow back with the number 1 guard with the lever all the way closed and cut 3/4 of the way up that section to create a little transition between the 1 guard closed and the 1 guard open. So now that I'm done with my number 1 guard, I'm going to rebrush all my hair back down once again, and I'm just going to use a little toothbrush to clean off all that hair from my clipper. Right now I'm using my clipper without any guard on it with the lever all the way open, and I'm going to be cutting up about 1 inch all the way around my entire head. And as I'm doing so, I'm going to be dipping as I go around the back because it complements my head shape and it gives flow to this haircut. Now to tackle that line between bald and the lever open, I'm going to start at the top of my lever open section and close my lever 1/3 of the way. Now as I work my way down this section, I'll close my lever till I get to 2/3 of the way and eventually all the way closed. And at the bottom of that line, I'll just slowly flick away with the lever closed and it'll feather in that section. For the transition between no guard and the lever open and the number 1 guard with the lever closed, I'll be using my 0.5 or half guard with the lever all the way closed, and I'll start just beneath that line. And as I move upwards and closer to the line, I'll flick my hand outwards and away from the head slightly, and this will blend out any lines that I don't want between this transition. Now for the lineup, brush down all the hair that you'll be cutting, grab your liners, face the mirror, and start in the middle of your forehead and work your way outward to one side. Do the same thing for the next side to connect both. And when you're doing your lineup, take your time and just slowly trim away the hair until you get a straight line, because you really don't need to take off much hair to achieve a straight line. Right now I'm just doing a little bit of facial grooming while I have my clippers out. But after you've did something like your lineup and you've had time to look away from your fade for a while, go back to your fade with the hand mirror and look around at all different angles around your head, and you'll start to see lines that you didn't see the first time around, because looking at the fade so long gives you tunnel vision and you don't exactly see everything that's there. So you can just go around and do some detail work. I didn't show this in the video, but I do detail work every single haircut, and I definitely clean up stuff that I didn't see the first time around. So take some time and do that, and you'll definitely notice much better results. Alright, so the haircut's done and dusted, and I've moved to a room with better lighting so that you guys can see the kind of results that you can get cutting your hair at home all by yourself. If you like this video, let it show. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. And as always, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Deuces!